Marooned on Triton.
Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Marooned on Triton. So, we are standing on a welded no longer frame of a carrier. Now, it's missing some key carrier features, but we've got a good base to start on, and I think this week we're going to start filling out some of those features and hopefully getting this thing ready for combat. Okay. Well, we've got a good this. What do I need now? Suppose let's go below deck. Guess I need to weld this stuff up. Probably want to continue that along. I guess I probably have... These take construction components, which I don't think I have extra of on board. Nope. We'll deal with that later. So, below deck, maybe I take some bits. Let's maybe start laying out some what we're going to need. We're definitely going to need connections along there. Maybe we do... So on these middle ones, these sort of centerline connectors, I'm going to stick some cargo containers. We shouldn't need many cargo containers, but having them there will give us the ability to have some cargo, mainly hold ammo to replenish the drones. Maybe some spare parts for this. So that's going to be the big trouble, is not only do I have to get this vessel, use it to combat the enemy base, I've got to get it there, and it's halfway around the planet. Yeah, there's a good chance we're going to have to deal with drones and all sorts of stuff. I have to make it to the other end with the ability to fight. So I've got those. I could add some more elsewhere if needed. Let's get some tubes. Get these outer bits connected. Maybe on these. So I'll have there and there these sort of junctions, because then I can stick a tube out and have a turret off the side in two places. I can also snake that around to connect that up. This one will connect that. That can connect like so. Yeah. So that's everything pipe-wise we'd need. Except for connecting all of these together. And I think for that... maybe... So at least in one spot, I'm going to want one of these. Nice O2H2 generator. And I can fill with ice from the cargo. Then maybe on each side of it, have two hydrogen engines? Like there and there? My thought process here, I want the ability to keep this thing fueled on the go. We're surrounded by ice, so I might as well be using ice to keep the thing running. And if I have those kind of, as engines, I should be able to fairly easily mine ice either by hand or... Ooh, maybe I build some sort of drilling rig on this thing as well. Yeah, that'd be smart. But I'll have a base system here to keep these engines running. Now, the only thing I... Now, the thing I don't know is if this one generator would be able to power both engines. I think it might be able to, considering in the base, and I guess it depends on the draw on the engines, but in the base I have one generator. It's able to fill both the tank and and keep the engine running. You know, all on its lonesome. So I think this could work. Then maybe I could stick an assembler in here. And the thought process would be, if I need stuff, I can essentially either use a drilling rig or go out and hand gather materials so that I can build replacement parts and whatnot. That's probably smart. Maybe a little bit on the wasteful side, considering I don't strictly need that, hopefully. But I'd rather have it not need it than need it not have it. Okay. So that is some stuff. Now, batteries are going to be a big thing. What I may actually do, I may get rid of this middle row of stuff and stick the batteries down here. Just because batteries are traditionally rather heavy and should hopefully provide me a little bit better, center of mass. I think six should be more than enough. Hopefully. I have no idea how much power these wheels are going to draw. But 6 of those plus the 2 generators ought to do all right. I guess. So we've got some spots for weapons. Let's see if we can hop out here. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to place them on the ends of those from that wheel, but maybe we can do it from up here. So these should give fairly good defense. I think I'm just going to stick with Gatling. So the carrier itself isn't necessarily meant to, actively combat things. It's what the drones are for. I mainly need these for air defense, so that on my journey there, as drones come and find me and try and attack me, I can take them out, hopefully without sustaining too much damage. Because in reality, the carrier, it doesn't really matter how the carrier is, so long as it can get there. What I need are all the drones on board to be armed and ready and powered and all that stuff. Because that's what's going to be protecting me and taking out all the defenses at the headquarters. Yeah, so maybe 2 Gatlings over there. Maybe I stick one on the nose, kind of poking out. And then maybe one to this sort of starboard side where the conning tower is going to be. That may do the job. Because I can also always, out on the ice, if a drone's coming in, I can angle myself so that my Gatling, the bulk of my firepower is aimed at it and try and take it out quickly. Okay. So I've got that. I'm gonna have to go back up to stick that on there. Okay. So that's 3 Gatlings, providing a bit of fire coverage. I guess I might as well get some of this stuff built. And I might as well bring as much as I can out in a single go. So, bunch of pipe stuff. Can I weld? No. This is gonna take a lot of time. I guess I could bring the platform out and weld with it, but it kind of seems wasteful. Let's see. Haha. I have no idea if I'll be able to get back off this wheel, but I'm here now. Ooh, just barely. I'm half tempted to build some sort of umbilical tube over. Because it would be nice to have, cargo access without having to run back inside. That may also be useful because then I could use some of the base power to charge the batteries on this thing while it's being constructed. Granted, I'd have to build the batteries first, but it would mean that I don't have to, make a ton of ice runs just to get this thing ready to go. So this isn't going to do much, but I think just for the moment, yeah, those should be good. I'm just going to build some of these. They'll give us a little bit of trickle power. And mean that once we build the batteries, which I think I should do next, in fact I should probably get the bits for them queued up. So the batteries will be getting charged as we just sit and build and design other stuff, which will be good. Because I think it'll be too much of a pain to run a tube all the way out, especially considering I don't even know if they're built on the same grid alignment. Now that said, power cells are unfortunately very heavy, so maybe I should have built that tube just to have them all. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do this. Get rid of all the extra stuff. Downside of using the jetpack to speed this up. So it gives me a bit of glide, but not necessarily enough. You know, I think I'm gonna go ahead and bring Weldy inside. And I have some power on this grid. I can build a seat and, you know, do what I need to do. I forgot I should probably go down not this way. But it worked out. Yeah, so I can build a seat on the carrier, get my power charged while out there, and considering I'm back and forth to the cargo container so often, there's a seat right next to it, I can build the thing, come back, get my power back, do everything I need to do. Connect back up here. Do all the things.
Critical.
And we might as well go and get some more power. So it looks like it does not automatically disassemble. But we also seem to be at or above all the stuff we're supposed to have, which is good. I'm also curious. Okay, no. It does not automatically pull out from connected cargo, but that's fine because I can do that manually. We are, though, out of ice now. And quickly running out of fuel. So let's turn the engine off. Batteries will be good for a minute. But okay, we probably are going to have to go and make another ice run at some point. We'll deal with that later. The storm does not make seeing easy, but at least we're getting plenty of juice for that one battery we have. See if we can get a second one up before this ends. Okay. Last battery. Now hopefully that'll be enough power to run all the wheels and everything on this. Maybe have a surplus to where I don't need these engines all the time. So now I guess we just get all this middle stuff and that's all built. Ow. Ow. Getting reckless. Oh, guess that's not really accurate. I'm wrecking a lot. Okay. Well, I think that's all of that stuff built. So we've now kind of got the main functional bits of the vessel. Need to weld these up at some point. I'll do that later. I guess for now, it's going to be a bit of a pain. We should build the conning tower. And I'm thinking for this, we'll make it fairly simple. There'll be a door there. Maybe I kind of like the idea of doing half walls to give a little bit more room inside, because I think what's going to be in here, we'll have this sort of first level, which is just sort of, you know, it'll be the kind of living area on board. Ooh, actually, is this? Yeah, so there's a block in here. Though I don't strictly think I need this. I did. But I should, if I use one of these and had the stuff for it, which I don't, we shouldn't need this anymore, so I can get rid of at least half of it. Now I've got all the bits I need. So, stick one of those there. Stick one of those there. One of those off the bottom of it. I can then put a panel there to have a floor up above and still be able to walk under it. Ow. So, weld that up. So then I can have this be half blocks on both sides. We'll have full blocks at the front and rear. These bits will be windows. Because I like windows. Maybe that'll be the door. That'll be a wall. Yeah. I think that'll be good. So we have the living area down here, and the main thing to go in this living area will be a survival kit. In fact, we'll have it in the wall like so. Yeah, so you have the first floor, you have a survival kit. Maybe I slap down a, you know what? We're gonna be on board this thing. Oh. We're gonna be on board this thing for a while. So I'll have a bed with a window looking forward. Nice and comfortable, but still rugged. And then we'll have a second level, maybe sloping from the back, or maybe not, but we'll have a layer, then a second level, and then that second level will have the actual bridge. So we've got a nice commanding view of the situation. We know what's going on. We can direct the drones as needed. So let's do stairwell. Yeah, and I guess it should be one of those. Which means I need more bits.
Fuel critical.
And quickly using up my spare jetpack juice, but it just makes going back and forth so much easier. Just need construction components. So, one of those. I guess I should start the roof. So we'll have one of those, maybe a panel there for the floor. And then we continue up. Have a light there. I'm gonna probably want another light up here, but we can stick that in like so. Maybe I do this differently. So if I use the full, I can still walk around, get to my bed. But I can then have a little bit more room out here. Do I want a turret here? That could make sense, because it would then be kind of the highest point. It has a good view. Granted, it won't be able to look forward, but I could then have another turret down on the deck down there. Maybe I'd just leave this an open little kind of external area. Because then if need be, I can pop out of the bridge right out the back and shoot with a rifle, which will do next to nothing, but it'll make me feel good. Yeah, that'll work. So in which case, we'll have those like that. Maybe funneling in. Some of that stuff. And then for the bridge itself, do I use one of these? Or do I go with one of these standing ones? I mean, I'll be standing a long time, but it'll look cooler. I think we'll go with that. Heck, maybe I can put a chair on this block and, you know, command from here and then just set it on a course. Because this is going to be straight, in theory I can just kind of essentially get it some speed and then walk around and do other stuff. So yeah, that'll work. Now, I think I want to use these angly bits that I need girders to build, which means I'll be back. Use these angled window bits. Like that. Give us a little bit of a forwardy facing bridge. And then just need to stick these on it without doing that. Let's see if we can jet our way. Yes. And while we're here, do the roof. So I don't think I need a full block roof up here. We'll do this and see how it looks. I mean, I think it's got the vibe. I don't know if I'm feeling that half blockness. It kind of feels like, It feels like if that's going to be how it is, then it should have a... I should be able to walk around on it. But that doesn't seem particularly useful. You know what? We'll go with it. Get it built up and see how it feels then. Now, one thing I'm also going to need is an antenna. Does that look good? There. Because I'm tempted to put the antenna up here on this back deck. My concern is then it gets kind of tall. Also, I have an idea. That may make it feel a little more, you know, more like you don't go up on that roof often. And we have the antenna there. You can have railing around it. I can still get out and kind of move around up there. Come down here. Do whatever I need to do. See what it looks like from a distance. You know, the proportions they're kind of gonna be a little doofy looking. But it's honestly not bad. I think it's, you know, I think that'll work. See it from the light side. Yeah. And obviously the wind turbines won't be forever. I think I'm liking this. And I think now that we're at a design that we can kind of stand with, we're going to call the episode. It should at the very least be functional. I think it may look a little cool too. Not that the Buddybots are probably going to care all that much, but you never know. I think it's something I can be happy cruising along the ice towards my destiny in. So, thank you everybody so much for watching. If you want, feel free to become a member with the member button down below. Until next week, bye bye.